I thought I knew everything about my husband, 15 years of marriage, and I believed we had the perfect life. But betrayal doesn't knock, it creeps in quietly until it explodes in your face. I discovered my husband wasn't just lying to me. He was planning a romantic Caribbean cruise with another woman. But what he didn't know was that I'd already booked a cabin right next door, and I wasn't coming alone. This is the story of how my perfect marriage sank at sea, and how I reclaimed my power. It began at 3:17 p.m. on a Tuesday. My phone buzzed with a cloud notification, an email confirmation from Paradise Cruise Lines. A luxury suite champagne package, couples massage, booked under my husband's name, and then I saw it. The second name, Vanessa. The new hire at his company. The woman he insisted was just a colleague. 15 years of marriage collapsed in a single second. This wasn't a fling, it was calculated, a second life, and then another photo synced to the cloud. Vanessa in lingerie, the caption, "Counting down the days until you take this off." I didn't scream, I didn't throw the phone. Instead, a strange clarity washed over me. I remembered Vanessa at last year's Christmas party smiling at me with pity, flashing her engagement ring. She wasn't just a mistress, she was somebody else, her groom-to-be. Bradley, and in that instant I knew what I had to do. I found Bradley online within an hour. His profile showed him as a tech entrepreneur. His posts, motivational quotes, startup wins, and pictures of Vanessa, the woman now planning a honeymoon with my husband. I drafted an email. "Mr. Bradley, we need to talk. It concerns your Vanessa and my husband." He replied in 3 minutes. Where and when? The next morning. We met at a cafe. He walked in taller than I expected, carrying the same hollow look I'd seen in the mirror last night. I slid the cruise confirmation across the table. He studied it, his jaw tightening. "So, they're celebrating while we sit at home?" "No," I said, my voice steady. "We're going with them." His eyes widened. Then a slow, dangerous smile spread across his face. "Tell me your plan." And right there, over 2 cold cups of coffee, we made a pact. Not revenge for the sake of anger, but justice, calculated and precise. The following week, I kissed my husband goodbye at the airport. He thought he was flying to Seattle for a conference. I smiled, waved, and wished him luck. Hours later, I boarded the same ship he had secretly booked. Cabin 1245 right next to theirs. When Bradley joined me on deck, his words were sharp. "They think they're untouchable. We'll show them otherwise." We rehearsed our roles, practiced fake smiles, and learned the ship's schedule. By the time their flight landed, we were ready. It happened on the beach at our first port. My husband and Vanessa lounged together, carefree sipping cocktails. I walked straight toward him, my red swimsuit catching the sun. His face drained of color. The drinks slipped from his hands. "Well, what a coincidence," I said sweetly. "I thought you were in Seattle." Vanessa's smile vanished as Bradley appeared beside me. "Funny," he said. "I thought Maya was planning our wedding. Guess she was busy booking cruises." The beach went silent. Dozens of eyes turned toward them. My husband stammered, the oldest in the book. "This isn't what it looks like." "Oh," I replied, "it looks exactly like what it is." That was day 1. Over the next days, we dismantled their fantasy piece by piece. Their couple's massage, accidentally reassigned to us. Their dinner reservation canceled. Their shore excursion, overbooked everywhere they turned. Bradley and I were there, smiling, watching, reminding them they weren't safe. But the best was the formal dinner. We joined their table uninvited. I slid an envelope across the linen. Inside photos from their past cruises together, 18 months of betrayal, time-stamped and undeniable. Bradley added financial documents, proof Vanessa had embezzled money from their startup to fund her vacations. They sat frozen, pale, and trembling as we toasted. "To truth," I said, "it always finds its way out." The next night, we escalated. During the ship's talent show, their names were announced on stage as a special couple celebrating 18 months together. Gasps filled the room as the screen lit up with photos of their secret trips. Then Vanessa's engagement announcement appeared, her smiling next to Bradley, ring flashing. The crowd erupted in whispers. The humiliation was complete. They fled the room, faces burning, their fantasy in ashes. By day 4, their lies caught up with them. The cruise line's corporate office confronted them about using company funds for personal trips. My husband's job was on the line. Vanessa's investors froze her accounts. They had built their love on deception, and now every lie was crashing down. I stepped into their path one last time, enjoying the cruise. I asked, voice calm. My husband couldn't even meet my eyes. For the first time, I saw fear in him, not of losing me, but of losing everything else. Back home, the fallout was swift. My husband signed the divorce papers without a fight. His company demoted him. He lost respect, credibility, everything. Vanessa, she faced criminal charges for fraud. Her wedding was canceled. The vendors kept her deposits. And me, I bought a condo by the water. For the first time in years, I felt free. Bradley and I didn't fall in love, not yet, but we built something stronger. Friendship, loyalty, a bond forged in betrayal. Betrayal hurts, it rips your soul apart. But here's what I learned. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you into someone stronger. My husband thought he could live 2 lives. Vanessa thought she could play 2 men. In the end, the truth caught them both, and it set me free. So I'll ask you, if you were in my place, what would you have done? Would you confront them? Would you forgive? Or would you burn it all down and start fresh? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to hear more shocking true stories like mine, don't forget to subscribe. Because trust me, real life is stranger than fiction.